Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Liz Easley from the Lancaster campus, and today I will be interviewing a former USCL undergraduate research student who worked with us in the body composition lab. So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your major and where you are in your degree process.
Okay, so my name is Kinsey Brantly, and like Easley said, I'm a former student of the USC Lancaster campus. I'm an exercise science major, and now I am at the Columbia campus, USC Columbia, and I am about to be in my final semester of my senior year. So I'm applying to PT schools, and we'll see how it goes.
Great. Tell us how you got involved with undergraduate research. Was this something you planned to do before starting your collegiate career?
So when I first came to Lancaster, I had no idea what I was going to do on campus. All I knew was I'm playing volleyball and I want to do exercise science because I knew I wanted to do physical therapy. I did not know that that was even a possibility to do research on campus. I was actually attending one of the lunch talks on the Lancaster campus, like there are during the lunch hour, for a chemistry class. And we had to do papers on different talks and speeches on campus. So someone came and presented undergraduate research and told us, hey, you can get involved. And I remember thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm smart enough for that or if someone would want to have me work with them. And I remember the presenter said that there was a study about how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. And I thought, well, if they're doing research on that, maybe I can get involved. So I think at the time, what was being offered was chemistry research, and that wasn't my jam. That wasn't something I thought I was going to be super interested in. So I kind of sat back and waited for something that I would like to learn more about. And I remember being in an advisement meeting, of course, with Dr. Easley and Dr. Silhorse, and they mentioned their study that they would be doing. And I thought, yes, 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 this is something I can get my hands on. But
Great. What was your favorite part about participating in undergraduate research and why?
so it wasn't, I mean, of course, everybody loves learning and everybody loves getting their hands on things that they're interested in. But my favorite part was the social support and the groups of people that I was around. Again, it was a new field for me and it wasn't something that I was familiar with. So I was kind of timid, which is odd for me, but I was timid when I first stepped in. I was like, oh, I don't want to step on any toes. But everyone, even people that were new to the group, people that had been doing research, they were so supportive. They were like, yeah, girl, come on, and we'll teach you how to do things. And everyone was always so supportive of the work that I was doing, and they wanted to help, and everyone was just so nice. That was my favorite part, making good friends that I still talk to.
Fantastic. What transferable skills do you think that undergraduate research has helped you develop? And how will these be useful to you in your future career?
I think I learned three major skills that I'm still using even today at work, and hopefully I'll always be using them in my professional career. The three things are I learned how to talk to people about topics that are a little sensitive, like their weight. I learned how to talk in public, and I also learned how to take and give constructive criticism. So, with talking with people about sensitive topics, of course, we were getting waist circumferences and we were looking at body fat percentages, BMI, height, and weight. And people will ask you, oh, is this a good number? Is this normal? Is this healthy? And I learned how to be objective and tell them their results, but also not be rude and be kind because these people were helping us out and they were allowing me to further learn. So, of course, I was able to tell people, well, for example, BMI, I was able to say, oh, well, technically it's overweight, but BMI is just height and weight, and it doesn't tell you your water weight. It doesn't tell you your bone density. So I was able to learn how to do that because I'm still doing that in physical therapy. I'm still telling people, oh, well, if you had a lot of water this morning, if you're wearing something heavier, your weight might be a little higher. And then for public speaking, we had to present at Discovery USC. We had to present on campus. And I had to learn how to tell people scientific thoughts and concepts, but tell them in a way that they can understand. So I had to be able to convey myself to other people and what I was learning. And finally, I learned how to accept and receive constructive criticism because we were doing a lot of peer review. I was presenting to my social group that was so amazing. And that's how I learned how to give constructive criticism and not be mean about it, because they were always like, oh, this is what I've done in the past. This is what's worked for me. And from listening to them, I wasn't so scared of people reviewing my work, and I wasn't terrified of feeling less than or that I wasn't good enough, because they were always so good about getting me to the next step and bettering myself. So
Great. What parting advice would you give to a student that's just stepping on campus about undergraduate research, or someone that is contemplating coming to a USC Palmetto College campus?
if you're like me and you're worried that you may not be smart enough or that someone might not want you to help them do research, but you think you might want to do research, just go for it, because someone on campus will definitely want you to be involved. I think every professor at USCL has to do some kind of research or some form of furthering their knowledge. So if you're in a class and you find yourself enjoying the topics that your professor is talking about, just go up to them and say, hey, are you doing anything that's like research, or you need a student to help you do something? And if they're not, I'm sure they can point you in the direction of someone who is. I say, don't be afraid and just go for it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for spending a few minutes with us today talking about your undergraduate research experience.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was so fun.